As it has become usual, Xiaomi has been releasing one phone after another. The Mi 5C is one of the latest premium mid-range offerings that has a great design, excellent build, and a homemade octa-core Surge S1 processor. Is this phone worth your attention? My name is Linus, stay tuned to find out. The Xiaomi Mi 5C ships with a charger, USB Type-C cable, some paperwork, and a SIM ejector pin. The first two things you're going to notice about the Mi 5C are that the device sports excellent build quality and it is quite compact. The phone is made almost entirely of metal and will have nice glass top and bottom parts for antennas and tactile metal buttons on the side. The 5.15 inches 1080p display is pretty good. It's sharp, vibrant, but the sunlight legibility could be slightly better. We have an 8 megapixels front-firing camera, all the usual sensors, and LED notification light on the top. Also, there is a familiar Xiaomi's button layout that includes a physical home button, which also doubles as a fingerprint scanner. It's fast, it's accurate, but you need to wake the phone up first in order to use it. When it comes to optics, we have a 12 megapixel shooter and a single LED flash. The sound quality via the headset jack and loudspeaker are pretty good for a budget mid-range phone. The Xiaomi Mi 5C is a special phone for the company since it is the first device where they use a homemade octa-core Surge S1 chip that has maximum clock speeds of 2.4 GHz. Also, the Mi 5C has 3 GB of RAM and 64 GB of onboard storage, which is however not expandable. The 3D gaming performance is good but not great. There is quite a bit of stutter and a lot of skipped frames on the games like Asphalt 8 on the very highest graphics. If you play the same game on the medium graphics, the performance is actually pretty good. Other games run quite well, but the phones tend to get quite warm after 20 minutes of gaming. My Xiaomi Mi 5C ships with a MIUI 8 Global ROM 8.1, which is built on top of Android 6.0. As usual, there are plenty of customization options Xiaomi phones have been famous for. Just to name a few, you can adjust display settings, choose from a variety of themes, customize the capacitive buttons, or change the colors of the LED notification light. If you want to customize the phone even further, there are a lot more other features to play with. In contrary to the Chinese ROM on this phone, the user interface performance is pretty good. However, it's not as good as, for example, Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 series phones. There was a little bit of stutter when switching from one app to another, but in general I can't complain much or assert that the phone is laggy. The camera allows you to take pictures quite fast. There are quite a few shooting modes, including a manual mode that lets you play with some image settings. You can also shoot slow motion videos at 720p. The Xiaomi Mi 5C takes really good daylight images. There is plenty of detail and sharpness, the dynamic range adjustment is usually good, and even color reproduction is not bad at all. The low-light camera performance is not as good as there is much more noise and grain in the pictures, but in general, the photos come out pretty good. The selfies look pretty good too. Well, there could be a little bit more detail, but in general, the images will definitely do the trick for social media needs. Currently, I'm testing out the camera of the Xiaomi Mi 5C. This is handheld footage. Unfortunately, the MIUI Global ROM on this phone supports only 1080p video recording and the footage looks quite bad. The level of detail is low, the video looks shaky and wobbly, and the continuous autofocus feature is slow to respond. Hey, this is Linus, what's up? So currently I'm shooting with the front-firing camera of the Xiaomi Mi 5C. This is handheld footage. I'm working normally, holding the phone normally. The selfie video looks okay. Well, it's not really impressive, but there should be enough quality for video chats. The sound recording quality is above average, I would say. The slow motion video quality is decent, but there could definitely be more detail and sharpness. When it comes to connectivity, the phone performs well in almost all areas. The call quality and signal reception are good, the Wi-Fi speed is great, and the Bluetooth works fine. However, I found that once you use the GPS, which is accurate by the way, the phone gets quite hot quickly. Finally, the HSPA Plus or 3G internet speeds are much slower than they should be. The Xiaomi Mi 5C sports a rather small 2860 mAh battery that performs quite well. It could get me through the day but not more. That means that I could get just about 3.5 hours of screen on time, which is just an average result. Also, the standby times are worse than on other Xiaomi phones. We can fully charge the phone quickly in just about 1 hour and 20 minutes. So there we have it, the Xiaomi Mi 5C, the company's first phone that has its homemade chipset. Well, the Xiaomi Mi 5C delivers in quite a few ways, but there is a room for improvement in other areas. First of all, the phone has a nice design, excellent build quality, sharp display, and decent cameras. However, the chipset can't handle some 3D games at the highest graphics settings like Asphalt 8. Also, I expected a bit better battery life for day-to-day usage and standby. The UI is not fully polished, and I found the 3G network speeds to be quite low. At the end of the day, the Xiaomi Mi 5C is a good first attempt by Xiaomi, and I can call it a good phone that may improve over the time with the future software updates. For now, it would need to live with the previously mentioned shortcomings. It was Linus, thanks for watching, and as always guys, if you have any questions, please drop me a comment down below. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please visit gizmochina.com for all the latest and greatest Chinese tech news and reviews. See you soon.